2K really cared about cheaters, would this guy exist? This is impossible, guys. This is literally impossible. So people like to double twist 2K, be on their knees, mouth wide open, back shots to the throat, right? If they created moving green windows, random speed ups, and random slowdown to combat cheaters, why isn't this guy banned? If this is not the most obvious, this is a cheater, wouldn't he be banned? If they put in moving green windows for cheaters, I've been trying to tell you they are catering to the negative win percent casual, the bot, the NPC, the thumbless. All multiplayer gaming is catering to this worthless, ruining all gaming. The cheaters are a scapegoat. They are trying to nerf the better players that don't exist in the player base, by the way. They are trying to bring up the bottom and bring down the top and make everyone in the middle. All multiplayer is doing this. You miss too much, they let you make. You make too much, they make you miss. At the end, you're very close. Do y'all want that for your video game? I know you're a worthless NPC. You don't want that. You want a world where you can't really get better? You're just capped off? What's the point of even trying? Because you know you're just gonna get capped off anyway. Sad world, man. Now look, we got a lot of things to get into, man. Y'all hit that like button if you want RNG to be nerfed by 90%. Now look, Toots did some excellent tests, and we'll get into some more things, so y'all keep watching, man. So Toots did another test to see if the green window is still moving. Got this little chart right here. Now he's basically showing that you get random input lags that make it basically like your green window is moving. As you can see right here, you know, it just does this and then does this and this is random. This is even counting the online latency. But they say you just watch your visual cue, you'll be fine if you're not going off feeling. Guys, it's not hard to watch a visual cue. People have been doing it for several years. It's not hard to adapt to that. They're making you miss, right? The reason this is happening is it's just another tactic to make you miss, to make you be okay with them making you miss. It's all an illusion, guys. The cheaters are the scapegoat. If they really cared about cheaters, guys, there would be no shot meter and no mode. Think about it. Think about it. Why are they having moving green windows in the game, random speed ups and slow downs? That's what it is, right? Why would they have this in the game? They're trying to make it more accessible, all this and that. Think about it, guys. Why not just put it where the cheaters are? That's where they're removing the shot meter, right? Why is it the whole game that's affected by this? Think about it, guys. Think about it. Use your head. Why is it everywhere in the game? Because it's like I told you. They are trying to nerf the top and bring up the bottom, making everyone 50-50, all multiplayer games. They're ruining all games, bro. They're taking the skill gap out of all games. They think this is the way. It's not the way. They just now recently took the shot meters out of events though, right? Because of cheaters. Why not the casual modes? If the moving green window was only implemented to combat cheaters, why is it everywhere? Think! I'm trying to tell you. Guys, I'm been used to this. They've been trying to do this with dribbling, movement overall. They're doing it everywhere on the game, bro. It don't matter what y'all hear modded controller people saying, people who work with 2K saying it's not to combat cheaters. There might be, and they're so, bro, most of y'all watching the video have never played a cheater. They're not even 1% of the community, guys. Think about that. You might think you play a cheater, but you don't. No one plays cheaters, right? You see top play cheaters. When you go play stage, they play cheaters and but they don't exist. So why is everyone going through this? They are the scapegoat. They are doing this. I'm keep telling you need to listen, bro. I don't be wrong. On my soul, I know I'm right. But yeah, longer lag, shorter lag. And none of this matters. All this input lag stuff that they have, poor gameplay mechanics, it doesn't matter, guys. Miss a couple, make a couple, miss. Or they make it harder for you to make it, right? It's kind of crazy, like what they be doing, because think about it, guys. You make 3 shots, your takeover's blooming, right? Your takeover's blooming. Everything, all your stats went up. Then you got heat check, and then you're in takeover, in your purple, and they're making you miss. Your green window's supposed to be bigger. Bro, they're making you miss. Guys, if you really think about it, like, it should be effortless to go 7-7. You're a pretty good player, because at the 3rd shot, you're damn near in takeover. Or the 4th shot, you're damn near in takeover. And all your stats are building. Can't with y'all, man. Y'all listen to anything you're told, bro. He shows another example, like if you're just using the same timing, random input delays could just throw it off. So I posted this video of Snagtron talking about the builder system. Now, a lot of people don't know how the builder system actually works. This is why this went viral, right?
Listen very
Pay attention
closely, right?
Let's go.
All right, say I want to get this to 79, right? precisely cost me 1,168 VC, correct?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
That, now, if I take this down, right, and say I want to max out my driving dunk to 75, right? That will also cost me a band and $100, right?
Yeah.
Now, why would I bring? So wait, in total, that should equal like 2 bands, right?
Yeah, 2 bands.
Like around there, right? Why would I bring back up to 79? This goes to 4.2K, my nigga.
Damn, bro. Wait, take down the driving dunk.
Man.
Yo.
And when I put this up by itself, it's a band 100. But when I combine them together, it's 4,200 VC.
I have a question though. I have a question. Do you have a 99?
Now, basically, I already understand it. Just the higher overall you go, they make those attributes more expensive, and maybe certain attributes are weighted more than other attributes. Little dumb like that, man. A lot of people don't know this. Either way, is 100 plus a build. Used to be 150 plus a build. So All City basically posted this in response to this because this went viral, right? Posted this little chart showing your overall 40,000, 9K per upgrade, then comparing it to 2K23, 150 a build, 100 a build. And y'all allowed this. This is why this community is so weak and pathetic, Y'all have the nerve to ever talk trash about a creator when the reason we're in the situation we're in is because of the community letting this happen. Flaming the company, on their knees, mouth wide open. Bow. Ronnie 2K, arch me out. This is our Sim Nation. Look, we gotta body bag some more narratives, right? So as you can see, my boys have been posting clips on Twitter, right? Just like Black Cobra, right? They're posting clips. And if you read the comments, you're seeing paragraphs of hate. Another war is beginning. You're seeing paragraphs of hate. My boy Glock, my boy Cleaner. You're seeing paragraphs of hate, right? But the thing is, here's the difference. There's envy hate because they know they're incapable. They know they can't guard it. They try to lie about, but then when people comment on Black Cobra, they're like, you're actually trash, like you're a fraud type. So it's completely different, right? It's like point and laugh, and it's like, oh my God, you're too good at the game. You're breaking the game. You see, it's different. Who's complaining? Think about it. Who's envious and who's like, hey, you suck? But not to lie and say that the comp community was, bro, you can look at the comments. They blow up. Anyone could post clips and blow up on Twitter. It blows up on Twitter. You're gonna see a bunch of crying. Anyone who posts a clip of gameplay crying and whining, right? Even me, especially me, right? In my little troll videos, I have that will not play me for bread saying Glock makes a tweet showing 2K16 face customization, right? You can do things like this. You could change the shoulder width, the wingspan, more defined body types. How 10 years ago was there more customization? Is that not crazy, guys? Y'all be expecting more, man. Gameplay, scenery, animations. Who did they fire? Look at this. Y'all think he's just making this up, bro? Look at this. Glock makes another tweet showing how realistic NBA 2K16 was, the most realistic 2K to ever exist. Highest skill gap 2K to ever exist. Highest fun gap 2K to ever exist. So he's showing size up escapes back when real escape moves, not just snatchbacks, right? And guess what? Because of how the game was built, you could use so many different of these moves. It's not just straight. It's not like 25, which is supposed to be realistic, where everyone's just using Curry and maybe Kemba, right? Everything for the taller heights, they are horrible. Bro, there's a reason hide in the wreck, bro. There's a reason in past 2Ks, they used to dabble in the park a little bit. They can't even because they're nerfed. They so much, they nerfed themselves. They're nerfing themselves. Only left, right exist. Now, used to be able to really realistic dribble and combo up and beat it. Right now, how this game fundamentally worked, for you guys that don't know, maybe you're a bot, maybe you woke up late to understand video games. Some people, they wake up at a certain 2K, or they was just little kids didn't get it. It take a while to finally start to understand. I've been understood 2K like 10 years before 2K14, right? Real sweaty type, right? But how the game was fundamentally built was you could run out of so many different angles. You'll see all these moves he's doing, right? Here's the real difference. Here's how you make realistic gameplay great again. Here's how you bring dribble variety to meta level, not just Steve Francis, okay? At so many of these angles where you see he's going to a different hand and a different angle, you can burst out of so many different angles for each move of each of your dribble moves. And you could burst out at like way more times. You have a bigger chance of running out quickly than in these newer unrealistic 2Ks. they're forcing you to run out at the same point slowly. And then certain moves, they're the only ones that give you the quick run out. So they're forcing you to use the same moves, guys. There's more freedom. You could run out of so many different moves at so many different angles. That creates variety. That creates not just copy paste, guys. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying. If you actually watch me play, I don't even be spamming. I'm not a dribble god. I can get a little wiggly. I might, every now and then. But I'm really like a realistic. Y'all think I'm not a dribble god. I don't even be doing what these they doing. About half the dribble gods hate me. The old heads, they hate me. It's like I'm in the middle. Everyone just hates me. I'm like on both sides. But I'm telling you, this was beneficial to realistic players. You didn't have to know the straight meta move. You could get busy and cook these damn cheeseheads that y'all hate so much because you could run out of so many different moves and be damn near as quick as someone using a certain meta, guys. And then I don't think y'all understand that, bro. And why isn't this in the game when we got 9,000 new animations? Think about it, bro. Like, have you ever even seen Zach LaVine step back? That's all anyone do it on 2K, right? When have you ever seen Kyle Lowry do a hop jumper? Guys, I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is a myth, man. Y'all gotta stop repping arcade, man. These really the golden era. It's just better everything. Now look at this. Glock posted an immaculate clip of dribbling on 2K19. He says, when the ball felt like it moved with the sticks, right? Great dribble system. I wish it was a little faster when you actually ran out your moves, but either way, it was still a great dribble system. The 6'10 locks, when you play the comp one, not just like some normal one, you play the comp one, it was kind of tough, man, because they were faster than you and bigger than you. And they could just go to your press square. I wish 19 was a little quicker when you run out your moves. Like, this might look crazy, but a 6'10, dog. Bro, the 6'10 locks, they was broken as hell. But still, you see the responsiveness, right? We're on a whole new gen system and everything's slow and clunky, guys. It doesn't compare. Now look at this guy. Here's another big issue. So at 0.7 seconds, you don't see it teleport to the other hand. Man, miss me with that fluid BS. Now look, just a small glitchy move that doesn't harm anyone, bro, right? Now let's go see. Where's it at? 7 seconds. Hold on. I don't even know what phone we talking about. But I talking about just a little quick teleport. It's not OP. You feel me? A lot of this dribbling, it's not OP. These never play the stage. I'm not talking about Glock. I don't personally know. But most dribble gods don't play the stage because that style is not, they're putting themselves at a disadvantage just for fun, and it allows realistic people to flourish, guys. But there's plenty in 25, right? A lot of people about the game and whining and crying about the game. They don't even know what game they're playing at all. They don't know what game they're playing. Like, for instance, 2K24, they'll say that's so realistic, the dribble system, this, that. And they'll say left, right's patch. When you could literally spam left, right on 2K24, do an instant crab move, and you could literally just spam left, right nonstop. You don't see that in the golden era 2K, guys. People don't even know what they're playing. There's so many teleport moves in all these newer 2Ks also. Do not know what the frick you're talking about. The hardened combo moves, that's one of the most broken moves in 2K history. In 2K23, the most broken move was that Rust teleport. That's the most broken move ever in 2K history. You literally teleport right above dude, and then there was some other glitch where you did some close shot layups. I don't know, bro. Broken game, but y'all claim it's so realistic. Y'all just don't know. Look, whatever you're seeing that looks so broken and glitchy, find that on 25 and then compare it. That's how you compare this. You just don't look at, oh, look at all these rec randoms that I'm playing against every day, and then I'm looking at some clip on Twitter or something going crazy. Oh no, we don't want that. Guys, that's not reality. Find that percent of player, and then you can start to compare. And a lot of y'all niggas, I don't know what's up with y'all. Like, this seemed obvious to me. Now my boy Cleaner posts a clip. Look at this, guys. This is 2K17, man. There's some glitchy in here, but look at the movement, guys. Now y'all think this is OP. I've never lost to a dribble god in 2K17 ever. Guys, do y'all know that the system been in the game to where if you dribble a little more, you miss? A lot dribble gods can't even shoot. But you guys don't understand, when things like this is in the game, it allows for realistic gameplay to compete at the top level. Because what is he doing? This is what you guys aren't understanding. It's not left riding, right? When you take moves like this from being effective, you make the game only left right. Look, and you got to understand, y'all think he would just be doing this nonstop, every clip, every possession, nonstop, dribbling the air out the ball. Do y'all think that? Why do y'all think that? Why do y'all think videos are real, bro? No, it's a highlight. That means it barely happens. It rarely exists, guys. These did not have no 91% in the park just annihilating everyone. They didn't, bro. It's what you don't understand. It's a clip, right? You think they was doing that every single possession? He's not. And if he did, you have to be like a 20, 30 win percent, like straight bot. If you're decent, all you gotta do is get inside of him, right? Then he can't dribble no more. Go up, press square, get on his hip, press square. It's so easy to stop, guys. It's not hard, bro. And then like, you know, like, but what y'all don't understand is this movement fundamentally, like, look, hold on. Momentum in 16. This is one of the most realistic move killers that if the momentum was great again, like it was on 16, realistic gameplay would be on top, guys. One move, that speed, you could do that in real life. The momentum dribble is real. If you have that speed, half the left right. That means you could do a momentum instead of left righting, a realistic move, and they killed the game. Look, make the momentum great again. They took this shit the game. They already nerfed the hell out of it. Look, hold on. The size ups, the hezzies, real, bro. All this you can see in real life, bro. There's little kids. Y'all see the momentum right there. Now look, people can do this in real life, bro. I'm so serious. I've seen people do it. The spin back might look a little too much, but guys, I've seen people spin back. Just NPCs on TikTok, guys. They could do it. And then y'all gotta understand, this is a clip, guys. You think it's just breaking every possession? You don't know the stats or nothing, bro. It's just not meant for y'all need to be so diluted and lost. But look, is he left righting? No. He's dribbling. He's comboing, guys. Do you want left right or dribbling and comboing? This is way easier to guard, I promise you. And usually with the left right, there's a big body screen. And if you help, he's gonna give it to that 7-foot Goliath with all that finishing. What's harder to guard, guys? And then the shooter, he has 99 shooting and all that, the brick wall. Guys, this is way easier to guard. You killed the game. This is way easier to stop than using a screen, bro. Left righting, I promise you, on my soul. Look at this. You could do all this in real life, bro. Why does this look so much better? Why does this look so much better than all these newer 2Ks? It's so weird. It's like, what developers quit 2K, or did they start using AI to create the game, bro? Think about this, bro. Look at this. And this mascot, clean as hell. And you guys gotta understand, dribble gods don't exist, bro. There's a reason they like blew up. They don't exist. They're like 1% of the community. Almost no one can dribble like that. So I think they have to learn to be okay with others' existence that are better than you, bro. A lot of y'all have problems with being better than you, and you just gotta understand, cleaner doesn't exist. Glock 19 doesn't exist. Dribble gods have never existed in any 2K. They just blow up. Y'all see they think everyone's doing it. They don't exist. They've never been 10% of the player base. They're never in like your casual modes. You're never playing them in the rec. In no rec are you ever playing them, bro. You feel me? So it's like up the whole game and ruining the whole game to try to thinking it's gonna help. You gotta think, if it's harder for him to do a clip, how are you gonna do a clip? Therefore, you don't like 2K anymore. You don't realize it. All in all, both sides, we all like the same 2Ks. There's a reason for that. Y'all be sure to click the video on the screen, man.
But hey, here we go again. Yeah. Here we go again. People talking this, but when this hit the fan, everything I'm at made me. Now break it down. Yo, off the top of the dome.